Hello guys, how are you? So first things first, this video is gonna be all in English and I'm going to add subtitles in English and in Portuguese because I want you guys to use this video as a listening exercise, okay? So as you saw in the title, on this video I'm going to give you guys some tips to study English alone and for free. So I made that video that's gonna be somewhere here about 25 things about me. And when people find out that I'm a teacher, they always ask me on how they should study English alone and like what are the materials that I recommend, which ones are like reliable and which ones are not. My nose, it's a little bit red today. I don't know if you guys can see because it's really cold here where I live today, so I'm sorry. It's kinda red, but okay. So the first thing I want to answer here is where to start. And to start, I always like to talk about proficiency tests. And for you guys that doesn't know, a proficiency test is where it's a test that you take anywhere in the world, so it doesn't matter what country you are. And this test is going to tell you what are your abilities when it comes to communication and understanding in the English language. We have proficiency tests for all languages, but here we are focusing on English specifically. TOEFL, IELTS, TOEIC, Duolingo, etc. And then we have the tests that I made and that I'm particularly passionate about, that are the tests from University of Cambridge in England. So basically they have 4 tests. They are called PAT, FCE, CAE, and CPE. What does that mean? That means that if you have a PAT degree, it shows that your English is like on a basic level. If you have FCE, it means that you're an upper intermediate, like an intermediate to upper intermediate. That means that you are independent on the use of the language. And we have CAE, that it's the advanced English, and CPE, it's like graduation level of English. There's little to any difference between you and a native person. The Cambridge tests use the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages. That's a standard pattern recognized to describe someone's proficiency in a language. So basically, we have A1, then A2, B1, B2, C1, and C2. And C2, it's like fluent slash native. Now, I'm going to give you the tips. So the first one I want to give is use the tests as a reference in where to start. So for example, I'm going to talk about Cambridge English. What are the grammar topics that are asked on PAT level? And then after PAT, you go to FCE, then CAE, then CPE. Okay, so use them as a reference to start. This is going to sound a little bit crazy, but this is something that I used to do when I was studying English, and I still do sometimes. Talk to yourself in English and talk to yourself looking in the mirror. Because when you look in the mirror, you see your posture and you see how confident you are. If you're not that confident, if you have to like work on your confidence. So try to start talking to yourself and then talk to the mirror. And after that, when you feel confident enough, You can record yourself speaking English and just save it on your phone for yourself and listen afterwards. Let's wait for the airplane. Why is it so noisy? What the f is so noisy? Okay, bye. Okay. Video duets on TikTok. I realized recently that a lot of native professors of English and even Brazilian professors are making videos on TikTok where they speak English and you can duet them and read the caption and you can like answer, or they leave it blank like without captions, and you can also like answer them, and you don't have to like post it or anything. You can just keep to yourself and see your evolution. I think this is the funniest chip, that it's kind of cliche, but like watch TV shows. And I recommend you guys that you watch TV shows that are that has lots and lots of episodes. So for example, Friends, How I Met Your Mother, what's the other one? The Big Bang Theory, that has lots of episodes, and you are going to learn lots of vocabulary as well, with Portuguese subtitles, with English subtitles, and without. So I think this is really helpful. This thing that I'm going to say is a bit harsh, but I want you guys to listen to everything I have to say. So there is no such thing as learning English without studying grammar. I mean, people sometimes sell courses and sell things that say, oh, you have to study grammar, you don't have to like do that old fashioned thing with books and everything. And I want to tell you that you can make English learning more fun, and you can do it with songs, TV shows, interviews of your favorite artists. When it comes to learn a language, this is something a little bit more serious than that. So, learning a language, it doesn't have to be boring. It can be fun, yes, but if you really want to be like proficient on the language and I don't know, maybe travel or study abroad or even live abroad, you have to be conscious that a language is not easy to learn. More important than watching TV series and listening to music, you have to sit down on a chair and actually read about grammar and actually dedicate yourself for what you're trying to learn. So take it seriously. It doesn't have to be boring at all. You don't have to make it boring, but you have to take it seriously. It kind of makes me mad to see people like, oh, I'm going to watch 10 movies and then I'm going to learn English. That's easy. No, it's not that easy. It's not that easy at all. At least if you want to be advanced or proficient, grammar is something that is going to show up all the time and you can't ignore it, because this is like one of the things that are going to differentiate you and separate you from the basic learners to the actual advanced ones. So there's no such thing as learning English without studying grammar. Don't ignore it, because the grammar is important. And I know it's boring, but it's something that you have to do. That is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope any tip of the video is useful. Feel free to use this as a listening exercise. Thank you so much for watching. If you can, subscribe, like, leave a comment, and that's it for this week. Bye bye. See you.